All right, my man, state your name, even though you don't need no introduction and know who you are, but let's start this shit off right.
What's good, people? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what the time it is. It's your boy G5. Y'all rocking out with it.
All right. Now, we got a lot to cover, man. I want to talk about the Knicks record right now. We have the 500 mark. We're 6-6. You know, I mean, I know it's early, but we got to kind of...
You got to do a little better.
A little glimpse on...
We just got to gel. We got to get a little more better chemistry going.
Okay. Now...
We got to get a little chemistry going.
A little chemistry going. That's all you think is going on. It's the chemistry.
Yeah, it's just chemistry right now.
You don't think there's egos clashing?
I mean, of course, it's going to be that.
But do you sense there's any egos clashing on the court among players when we speak it out of the New York Knicks?
What I said prior weeks ago, I'm happy everybody's starting to see it. I knew it was happening from after I seen the first two games. So I ain't surprised. That was already a given. We knew that's why Julius had to go. Even DiVincenzo.
So you saying being that DiVincenzo and Julius Randle had to go, this is why the Knicks is in the situation they're in right now, concerning the chemistry.
Yeah, the chemistry. It's not even just chemistry, because you see the ball game going the way it's going. You got somebody that want to play hero ball. By him playing hero ball, it's messing up the team chemistry. We know what hero ball do for the Knicks. If he want to tarnish what he made and built, let him continue doing it, and he's going to start getting the boos just like Julius was getting the boos. He's going to start getting to talk about how he ain't this, just like Julius got to talk.
Now. What we not going to do in real talk with Nick, right, is throw rocks and then hide the hand. Call a brother out, man. Who are you talking about when we are speaking of hero ball?
Your big ticket. Yeah, captain.
Okay, we're getting a little warm here.
The captain.
Is the captain wearing the number 11 jersey?
He's wearing the hat, right? He got the hat. He got the captain hat.
Okay.
Mr. Captain, big head captain.
Okay. All right.
Saw the drawing that they did. It was so funny. It was all on viral. Little kid drew a picture of him. He had the big old head.
So we talking no other than my boy, Jalen Brunson.
Yes, Jalen Brunson.
Okay. So you saying that the Knicks, basically you're saying indirectly that it's not a chemistry problem.
It's not a chemistry problem.
It's Jalen Brunson being ball dominant.
Ball dominant at the wrong parts of the game. When you have other players that's hot and they eating, let them continue baking. Take the back seat, and you're already the captain. You ain't losing your spot if one of these other guys go ahead and go hard. We seen it in the last couple of games. You had OG that had a beautiful game. Then next thing you know, McBride had a beautiful game. Next thing you know, I mean, Cat been cooking since he got there. This is the best basketball you've seen Cat playing. You can't deny it. He's getting a double-double every night. A double-double compared to 30 and 8. Like I keep saying, you keep getting 7, 8 assists. You're supposed to be averaging freaking 10 to 15 assists in a game. With all the shooting power you got on that court. You got Josh Hart got what? How many triple-doubles already this season?
I think what? 3? Yeah.
He's over there playing around with triple-doubles almost every night. Everybody's doing their part. It ain't like they not doing their part. Cat doing what he's supposed to do.
In your eyes, is Cat overachieving?
Cat is doing what he was hired to do. He came over there and said, play the 5. Okay, I'm going to play the 5. I'm used to being the 4. It didn't work for me when I played the 5 in Minnesota. All right, so now I'm going to the 4. It works for me. But now he's a 5. When you got somebody like Brunson there, it makes his job easier as the 5. He could sit down there now. He could go out, put the pick. They put the double on Brunson, pass it out to him. He get the open 3. Brunson been playing fourth quarter hero ball last 2 minutes of the game. And he don't want to pass the ball to nobody else. You're not Kobe Bryant. Even LeBron James passed the ball. We know you're not scared to take the shot. You got other players on the court that can actually take that shot just as well as you. Sometimes you got to give it up to the open man.
Did you see the Boston game?
I saw the Boston game. Jason Tatum did the same thing. You seen them? He held the ball. Now, I remember my boy used to do this so much. Niggas used to call him, they used to hate him for it. When Carmelo did it.
Who gets the blame for the
When
for the
Carmelo
Boston
did
loss?
it was an issue. Now you see them all over the NBA, they doing it, right?
Who gets the blame for the Boston loss?
The Boston loss?
Was it the coach? Was it Jalen Brunson? Who gets the who you pointing the finger at now? In your eyes, your perspective, the overrule of that game. Some say, listen, we gelling together. Those are champions. It happened the way it was supposed to happen.
You still talking about that first Boston game, game 1 of the season?
Right.
I ain't thinking about that game no more. That was just the ceremony. I wouldn't have been in a game like that anyway. I mean, come on now. These dudes over here doing all this extra stuff, constant, not getting his jersey, this person doing this, that. There's so much stuff going on that is just like, can I get this night over with?
Okay. Who gets the blame for the Chicago loss?
The players. They defense crippled towards the end.
Well,
And we need a stronger bench.
if karlanthonytowns didn't have that knee injury,
I mean, we can't blame a knee injury on. He came back out the next game and didn't score 45. I mean, so that who cares? But you do have other players around you that can actually close a game. So it ain't like, okay, him down. We know what the Knicks is capable of when every man is down. When every man goes down, we know we still capable of getting a win. So there's no excuse if he went down and it was the end of the game. It ain't his fault. It ain't the coach's fault. It's the team in general.
so in your eyes, Tom Thibodeau's coaching right.
He's doing everything he's supposed to do.
Okay.
He's doing everything he's supposed to do. He got them playing defense. That's him. That's him. He's pushing defense. We know that. He's not an offensive coach. Tibbs is a defensive coach. We know his first agenda is defense, 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 defense. Offense come after defense. So they doing their defense because they keeping teams at a low score. So they doing that part perfect. So he's doing his job. When I'm a defensive coach, and my point is to be defensive, and I'm going to get more stops and more defensive rebounds than the opposite team, then I mean what I'm preaching to y'all is working. Offensively, it's working too. It's just he got, offensive coordinator. And that's, Pops is the step, Pops is the, son's gonna eat. Don't give nobody else the ball if you don't want to. You know how I go.
Okay.
Typical Knicks stuff, man.
Typical Knicks shit. All right, now I want to talk to you about the sinners that might get axed out, being that karlanthonytowns was playing magnificent. Precious Achula.
He's coming back.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm hearing he's in trade talks.
I don't think.
And Mitchell Robinson.
Well, we know how I feel about Mitch. That Mitch supposed to be going, so we're not even talking about Mitch. I'm gonna leave Mitch out of it. Precious Achula, we could get rid of him now because we got to, see what 55 is doing. Like I said, I think it's the number 55 brings us good pride, right? So you see what he's doing. He was out there looking good, right? You got Sims back in rotation. I mean, he ain't doing much. He just looked like another player on the court. But that's who needs to get traded. You can keep pursuing. What's his name?
Now you want to talk about Hulk? You comparing Hulk performance with that of Sims, Jericho Sims?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
More productive. More in the game.
But not by far, man. I've been seeing the stats.
He get less minutes.
What, 0 points, 1 point?
He barely playing, though. Sims getting more minutes than... Remember, he's the third. Sims is second. So Sims is getting more minutes than him off the top. That's just the way it's going. But if Sims don't step it up, I guarantee you're going to see him more deep in the rotation. Only reason why you seen him in that game getting those minutes because Sims had to start when Towns didn't play, right?
Okay,
Sims started. Who's coming up after him? Him, right?
Right.
But then you still got the other white boy over there that's still there, too. You got the 15th and 14th man, so it ain't like they ain't got the players. It's just that they feel they're not worth it. But he showed he could do something. So we could get rid of 2. We're going to have to. If Mitch come back, somebody's got to go. If Pasua come back, somebody's got to go. They want to see Mitch. They want to see Mitch play with Towns to see if that works first. So I don't think the Knicks are going to trade him immediately, but they're going to give it a shot to see how those 2 look. Those 2, with Cat going back to the 4, McBride going to the 3, Hart going to the 2, or Hart coming off the bench.
Now speaking of Josh Hart, man,
he's been performing.
That last game we lost, that silly foul attempt that he made.
I mean, we can't judge him
behind
for a
the
foul.
arc.
We can't judge him for a foul when he's playing hard defense. He's giving us all on the court. All his points in defensive, everything's coming from off his defense. So his defense is playing his game. It works. Sometimes it don't. You can't get at him for putting too much pressure on the nigga. You can't do that. Because when it's times when he's going to do that same shit and we going to win the game, then y'all want to cheer him. But when he does it on a game we lose, y'all want to make him the blame. You can't make him the blame. They had our number. He made the shot. And he didn't make the shot, but he made the free throws, and that was the game.
So when they do the evaluation,
but what's his name had the chance to score.
Rick Brunson called Josh Hart out.
Of course he gonna call him out, but he can't, because how you gonna call out the player that's average, that's getting you the triple doubles every game? He's damn near hitting that triple.
He said that Josh Hart was selfish.
How is he being selfish? How's that being selfish by me playing defense? Or by me taking a shot? What, you want your son to take every shot? That's the whole point. You want your son to take every shot. He wants his son to do everything. Your son can't do everything. They got your son's number already. I told you last season, okay, yeah, he did his little thing. This season, you see what they doing? They putting a bigger guard on him. Once he got somebody 6'8" on him, makes his job a little more harder. It's putting more pressure on him. These teams ain't stupid now. Now he's got to see really what he's working with. But you got Cat. You got players that's actually there that can actually do their job. And you bogus for that. Keep that over there, man. Like, keep that over there, man. That's not. But it's New York, right? This is how we play ball, right? It's always going to be that one player on the team.
So you saying that Rick Brunson is probably the cancer?
Of course your father's the cancer when your son's on the team.
So basically that's like a conflict of interest.
It is like conflict of interest for the rest of I know a lot of players that look at it like, if that wasn't your son, would you let him do that? If that wasn't your son, would he get away with that? If that was Julius doing that, would he got away with that? No. If that was RJ doing that, would he got away with that? No. Come on, let's be truthful. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So y'all could think that, but I don't think that.
Okay.
I want to give it up to the ones that's doing their thing. I heard everybody talking about, shout out to my boys, you know. I heard everybody saying about your boy, 6 trades, he ain't performing. People, it's the beginning of the season, first 12. The last 2 games, how did he perform?
Talking about McBride? I mean,
you know what I'm talking about. Your 6 trades, and we gave up 6.
5 picks.
We gave up the picks and the thing.
Oh, you're talking about Mikal Bridges.
I see everything. I see everything. I've been following.
Okay. So
I've been going at him. But the last couple games, how you been performing?
Yeah, but he's not consistent.
He can't be consistent when you got one player that's sitting there trying to take over the whole game. You can't be consistent when I have another whole superstar that's a bigger star than Jalen Brunson. Cat is a way bigger star than Jalen Brunson. Hands down. When it comes to the star meter, he's here. So it's like everybody else, they all the same level. That's why I don't get it. Like, yo, Cat is here. He's here.
So are you saying that the Knicks can have a new face and the
Yeah,
captain?
man. The captain cannot be captain after the season if you keep playing the way you playing. Keep doing it the way you're doing it, and New York City speak. Cat is from New York. He's from Jersey. He's Dominican. You know New York love their Dominican players, right? You know once the Dominicans get open, it's a problem, right?
I hear you.
We know Cat could bring his fans in, right? And it's just the beginning of the season. He's already one of the most talked about centers right now in the A, right?
Right. So you think that's rubbing Jalen Brunson?
When Jalen Brunson trying to be the #1 point guard in the league, when he felt this is his time now, and this is now, and he got to do it now because he got the Knicks in the palm of his hands, because he's playing like it. He's playing like he's the superstar.
And you saying he's not? In your eyes, he's not the superstar.
Not yet.
In your eyes, Karl-Anthony Towns is the
It's
superstar.
Yeah, and I said that. I've been saying that since he got here, didn't I? When you gave him his star name and y'all start calling him Star Brunson and all that, I said, nah, he did good, but he wasn't ready for. He's not ready. He wasn't really that. He's not in that. Like I said, he's not with the John Morants and the. When you blow those names out, certain names, he's not in that category with those players. He's not Gildress Alexander. He's not one. You understand what I mean? Like,
Right.
He's not one of those. And they are considered superstars. Cat been in the league longer, been in more situations, been a star player for years. Since he came in the NBA, he was a star player, the #1 player on a team for years. Even when they was in playoffs and they've been losing, he was there though. He's been there. You just starting yours coming up. He been here.
Right.
He's
One
not
thing
going
I do notice when it comes to Jalen Brunson is the turnovers, man.
because he's playing against bigger players now. He's still going to do his moves because he's probably used to knowing that the bigger player going to come by. I just got to continue and go through with it. But it's the turnovers because they already know. They can study him. They had time to look at film on Brunson all summer. Coaches had time to watch that kid. It's just that he's raw talent. He's just got to use his raw talent and get by. But he's not understanding one thing is they going to worry about me when you got Cat down there, man. And Cat's cooking. Cat's playing big man game looking like Pat Ewing in the hole. He's back to the wall. Like he's not even, and he still go out there and shoot the three.
Yo, and his assist is crazy.
And
yo,
he's
the
passing,
no-look passing.
so
Yeah.
Like he's doing everything that needs to be done. JB just need to embrace the point, like, yo, fuck it, it's two of us.
So he got to share that captain hat.
Let's just get this shit right on the right page, like you did with Julius. Because when you first came there, you was humble. That's why everybody fell in love with you, bro. You was humble. We liked the humbleness that you was. You embraced yourself. Oh, I came here. It's his team. You announced it. You said it. You just happy to be here and get an opportunity to prove yourself. We let you prove yourself. Now you proved yourself, but now you trying to do too much. Like, I understand you're captain, so if I don't want to pass the ball, I don't have to pass the ball at the last second. But you had a wide man, two men that was good enough open because you had got double team. Just because you made the shot against Brooklyn don't mean nothing. And that's the whole point. He made the shot with Brooklyn, and everybody, oh, Brunson, right? But did y'all really study that play? Did y'all look at the play? Did you see how many options he had?
Now, I know before Karl-Anthony Towns came to New York, and we knew he was on his way.
Oh, we knew that.
Yeah, they asked Jalen Brunson about Karl-Anthony Towns, and he said something quite interesting, saying, who was Karl-Anthony Towns? Who was Cat?
That was him being funny because they told him they couldn't talk about the trade. That's why. It wasn't finalized, and the Knicks didn't want to talk about it. So that's all that was.
Okay. But
wasn't
now you got Knicks fans evaluating the game, and they feel that Jalen Brunson is kind of hating on karlanthony Towns, man. Now, I know as Knicks fans, we
I
don't
won't
want to
say-
put the energy out
I
there.
won't say he hated. I won't say he hated. He just
He got to readjust himself.
he got to readjust because he never had.
Somebody on his level,
No, it's not. It's not his CC. Somebody that's
just as good.
no. It's just not good. Just as good.
Somebody who's
Remember,
even better. Are we
came
going
from
there?
Luka. He came from Luka, right? He
Right.
had to play under Luka, right?
Okay.
Luka is the same amount of star as karlanthony Towns is. Since Luka came in the NBA, he's been that guy. Jalen Brunson had to step his way from being a regular NBA ball player to blossom to be something in like the next 4 years. So by the time he showed himself, it was already what, three years in the league? And he had to be quiet about it. We ain't hear about him till he was winning that playoff run. Before that, we didn't know nothing about Brunson. He rode the bench. Just like Josh Hart rode the bench. DiVincenzo and what's his name, out of the Splash brother, out of those four, played more games than they played. DiVincenzo was on the Warriors. He had a championship. He was there with the Warriors. He went to the finals with the Suns. So it's they've been there. Brunson, when he got there, it was because of him, and that's what made him a lap. Because if Luka didn't get injured, would he be on the Knicks right now?
Okay.
Now you see what I mean?
Right, because if he didn't
karlanthony Towns would have came to the Knicks regardless. We knew the Knicks been trying to get karlanthony Towns since DiVincenzo came over here. He's been talking karlanthony Towns. It's supposed to be him and Julius, the 1 and the 2.
Okay, let's say that it was like that. karlanthony Towns and Julius Randle. They start the season off. Right where we at right now.
RJ would have stayed. Quickly would have stood.
Do you think the outcome would have been more?
It would have been a way better. Or we could have kept OG. Or we could have did that trade and got OG. Not a problem. Had DiVincenzo. That would have been not a problem. Kept Quentin Grimes. Wouldn't have been the problem. I mean, we got to look at it. Because we look at what they're doing on these teams now, right? You see all those guys that we breaded from babies to grow in the NBA.
Right.
And then we let them go. And they all make a name for themselves. We all know RJ, he's what he is over there, right?
Right.
We can't even take that from him now, right?
Right.
He's just another Julius, right?
Okay.
We got to look at it that way, right? Numbers is there, right? Just like Julius' numbers was there, right?
Okay.
At that present
I'm
time
following
in their
you.
career.
I'm following
you. Know what
you.
I mean? Like, so I'm looking at it that way, right? So we take those all away, keep what we got, or we keep from beginning and keep what we had. Because like I said, if he would have never got injured in that playoff run, we wouldn't have knew who Jalen Brunson was. He made himself known at that playoffs when he had nobody there but him.
All right. Well, the verdict is out so far. We 12 games in.
That guy.
We 12 games in.
We 12 games in and we 6
And
6.
when I was interviewing you during the preseason, you said if I want to go ham on Mikal Bridges after 10 games, then by all means.
All means.
Okay, now I'm asking you, my brother, right now, are you pleased with Mikal Bridges' performance?
Yeah. As it progressed, as the games kept going, and due to situations and circumstances that I see that's going on,
He's worth them 5 picks.
Yes, he was worth the 5 picks. The last 2 games I saw him playing. Yes, he gave us an explosive 25. Can he do it every night? If the ball goes with him, yes, he could give us 25 a night. If they picking enough plays for him to get 25 a night, yeah. But it seemed like coaches just, picking and choosing. One day it's gonna be you, one day it's gonna be him. And I understand it because you got karlanthony Towns and you got Brunson that wants their minutes and wants their numbers. So you got to make sure these two get their numbers, and the rest of y'all got to get it on the go. So some nights he's not going to be able to get the 20, 25 because it's not going to be his job to get the 20. He might have to play the top offensive player and work on and play more defense than offense that night. That night might be that defensive night where he got to do defense. That's why I say Josh Hart is the perfect one, because Josh Hart, no matter if it's defense, offense, he don't care about scoring. He cares more about his defense. Josh Hart loves playing defense, right?
Right.
He loves being down there bumping and grinding with the big men, right?
Right.
He gets stupid fouls, don't he?
Yes, he
Because he
do.
play like he's only 6'5", playing like he's 6'9".
Okay, but my man Jalen Brunson's not playing like his height.
Jalen Brunson's playing like his height. And he needs to fix that. And he needs to make more better threes.
Better what?
He needs to make more threes.
Jalen Brunson need to make more
Step that
threes.
shit up. He needs to step that shit up.
Elaborate. Why are you saying that Jalen Brunson needs to be?
He needs to step it up. He needs to step it up because you got every guard right now shooting 5 to 10 fucking threes a night. Easy. It's not even a problem. Look around the league. You have to. Understand you like to play this ball going in the hole and fighting, going in there and getting
G5 and on Jalen Brunson's defense, right? You
Yep.
just said he's ball dominant.
He's ball dominant. Don't mean he's taking enough threes. How many threes he took the last game? How many?
What, like 6?
Thank you. 6. Jordan was shooting 6 threes in the fucking finals. When threes wasn't even committed like that to shoot. Come on, bro. Niggas is shooting 50 threes a game in the NBA, bro. 50 threes, bro. 50. Not like
Yeah, but you know,
they shooting Yo, if teams is shooting 50 threes a game.
but that's collectively.
If a team,
You're talking about one player.
So that means 5 players is shooting at least 10 fucking threes a game. LeBron James is shooting more threes than he ever shot in his career. And he's making these shits. So it ain't like he's not making them, he's shooting them. Y'all want the 1-5 pick guy to sit there and shoot these many threes. But y'all don't want your point guard that got the ball in his hand 98% of the fucking game. The game goes through him. And he ain't shooting enough threes. If he shoot more threes, he'll go right to the base and get a little inside too. And that's why the games be close, because when it's tight time, he think it's going in there, get the 2 and get an and 1, to try to get an and 1. Then bitch, but they don't give him the foul. Instead of getting that outside game going. Niggas is shooting from damn near logo, bro. Did you see Wemby 50 points? The boy was shooting for the freaking logo, bro. He's a center, bro. I mean, like, come on, bro. I mean, common sense. When you see centers shooting that many threes, you gotta shoot the third. You gotta shoot the 3. I know he ain't confident because he's only shooting 3 and making 3. Or making 2. McBride is shooting more than him, right?
McBride, in my eyes, is the most improved player.
Yeah, of course. McBride is definitely, that's what I'm saying. When you see McBride out there, you see what he's doing. He's shooting that 3. Your backup point guard putting up more threes.
So in your eyes right now, you saying McBride's playing better ball than Jalen Brunson?
His style of play is a little, I like the way he's balling. He's holding that second team. I gotta give him that. Between him and the other one, they holding that second unit down. Because he's the one that's holding that unit. He's doing a good ass job holding that unit. So he's doing his job. Is he doing a better job than Brunson? He ain't got the minutes as Brunson. He ain't got the job assignment as Brunson. So I would never say he's doing that, because unless Brunson go down, and he's go down for a couple weeks and he got to step it up, I believe he could hold the position. He's definitely going to do, y'all going to see a side of him where y'all going to be like, oh shit. Because he's cut for it already. I can see him dropping 20 easy every night. And he's going to get more assists, and he's going to get more more interactive with the game.
Did you see the game with the Knicks versus the 76ers?
Nah, I missed that game. I was at work. So I was at work. I was watching it. I was listening to it. So it was a good game. We cooked them, but that was karlanthony towns, as it should be. It was karlanthony towns, right? Big man game. Let me show y'all right now that this dude that y'all talking about, Mr. Take It Easy.
Okay. So basically, you're saying that karlanthony towns is changing the perspective of how the game is being viewed, because people was going out here saying that the big man is no longer needed.
No.
In the NBA.
That's not.
You have heard that.
I heard it, but then big man's the ones that's dominating the NBA. So we can't sit there and say that. You got Wembanyama, you got Joker, you got Giannis. Do I have to keep going? A big man in the league that's dominant. You got 4-time defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, right?
Who, by the way,
you got karlanthony towns.
I'm hearing don't get along with Julius Randle, but that's outside.
But that he never did. That never. But you think they care about that? You think the thing is with that over there? That's a whole different subject, because them two on that team, they ain't even thinking about Rudy. That dude, he might get traded because the gel that they got. And they could put Reeds at the 5, so he could play that position.
I bet you Julius go before him. They're already talking about trading Julius for another piece over there.
Nah,
but that's outside shit. We could hit that on a later day.
They can't say that. You could say that, but I doubt they doing that right now. Not the way him and what's his name, if they playing too good together.
Now I want to talk about that kid Tyler.
What about him?
If Jalen Brunson keep turning over the rock,
should they let him get more burn?
Yeah.
So you rather him playing play over McBride? So that's what you asking. See what I mean? He has to move up in the rotational pieces. Right now he's third string. He's third string. Just like 55 is third string, he's third string. They both third string. So they the last of the last. They barely gonna get in there. Only time they gonna get in there is if we doing a blowout, or if one of the players is just tired and they can't go no more. Other than that, I don't see him getting the opportunities he's supposed to get. Like, he's just as good as Connect.
Now I want to talk about a player that I don't give much light to. Champagne. If I'm calling his name out right.
I don't know. Who you talking about, Champagne?
Now, what's this guy name? The predicate nicknamed him Champagne, but is Payne? Payne?
Oh, you talking about Payne?
Yeah.
Karen Payne.
Yeah, we call him Champagne when he be playing.
Champagne.
Yeah, you know.
Always showering for a bath. I get it. I know.
Okay, so talk to me. You like his game, man?
I mean, he's an NBA veteran. He's been in the game long enough.
Does he remind you of any former Knicks players, man?
I mean, he played on the Knicks before, so that don't count. I don't look at that. He played on the Knicks before. He's been there before. He's still going to be that same player. He's still going to chuck up them threes. He's just a player that's not scared to shoot.
Would you give him the title as being a clutch shooter?
Not the clutch shooter. He can hit them shots. But he's not the clutch shooter. He's not in the rotation long enough to be the clutch shooter. And Josh Hart not going to allow that to happen. So, and who's playing the 2? Yeah, no, that ain't happening. That's not happening.
All right. So in your eyes, Tom Thibodeau rotation is where it needs to be.
Yeah, because everybody's getting light. We did 12 games in.
Well, there was a game. I forgot which one it was.
He's playing way more.
He played 6 men.
He's playing way more players than what he's been normally would play. We've been seeing 10 players go out there, at least.
I think I recall a
the
game
second
when
unit. When he goes to second unit, his second unit is actually what? Sims. Who else?
McBride,
McBride. What's
the white boy Tyler,
Tyler?
Payne.
Payne, and one more.
Oh.
And what's his name? Stay out there.
Bridges.
Bridges, stay out there. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's already 4 players that's coming off the bench. So that's 9. So that's where he's going. And Payne ain't standing long because he ain't got the body. He's a veteran. He's only going to go in there for so long. Till he make a miss shot, and you know they're going to kick his ass right off the court. So that's just how it goes with the veterans. They're going to go in there. When they don't want to play no more, they do some stupid shit, go sit down. You won't see him no more.
What do you say to the Knicks fans who's out here saying that Mikal Bridges is underachieving, Jalen Brunson is underachieving, and when you put a big guard
on Jalen Brunson, he's kind of fades away?
Correct.
Well, I told y'all that since last season, once you put a big card on him, he's going to fade away. So that's normal.
So you don't think it have nothing to do with the hunger financially? Because he got the big check.
I don't think.
And you don't, no, now that he got the money.
I can see him frustrated at nights. Nights you see him frustrated, you can tell it's still, he wants to win. So I can't say that. I could tell he wants to win. Because we start playing hero ball at the wrong moments when he wants to win.
Do you think it's like that concerning Jalen Brunson wanting to play hero ball when he come up short due to his father? Like that's still the kid in him being that his father trained him to be the basketball player he is all his life?
I would hope not.
So meaning, I would
really hope not.
Dad's on the court, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I know. That's why I say I would hope it's not that. I think he just want to win and prove everybody like me wrong. That he is that guy.
Like what I'm trying to say, do you think he'll listen to his pops more than he'll listen to
no.
Tom Thibodeau?
No. I don't think that. I heard him scream on Tibbs, but I don't think that. Because if there's that much of an interest, I think Tibbs would just fire his pops. And that's his #1 assistant coach. So.
Okay. Now I want to touch on Mikal Bridges. Some say Mikal Bridges is not producing to the level we want him to produce.
Right,
and that he's not putting up them Julius Randle numbers.
Okay, now, he ain't come in as a replacement for Julius Randle. So we're not going to take that and put him there. He came in as a replacement for R.J. Barrett. That's the original spot, right? Truthfully. R.J.'s the 3, he's a 3, 3-4, easy. So that's the spot he was coming to replace. Is he doing better than RJ?
No.
You say no.
Am I lying? If he was to go with the stats, stat-wise, right now, is he doing better than RJ?
Stat-wise?
No. The fact that you're sitting there pondering about it.
I'm looking at both situations. See, I got to look at the situation ahead. I can look at where he's at, where RJ's at. RJ's one of the top players on the team. Like, the ball goes through RJ, right? 98% of the time, him and Scotty Barnes is the ones running that team. Okay, so while you got over here, you got JB and you got Cat. You got 2 players here. I'm playing third fiddler over here again. While when he was in Boston, he was the #1 option between him and the other young kid. They was the 1 and 2. So he went from being a 1 and 2 where 85% of the times I know the play because it's coming to me and I'm making the choices. So now I'm got to play in the corner and wait for the ball or get it how I can get it because I got to hustle to get mine. Now I got to do it different. I can't do it the way I did it in Brooklyn. I got to hustle to get it. That's the difference. RJ's over there, set plays, everything's good for him. While he's over here and he's in RJ's position. RJ had to be the third option on the Knicks. And RJ was that option. Put him over there, he turned into what he is. When McBride, when he was over here in the Nets, he was what he is now. See what I mean? So they're the same player. There's no real difference. That's why when Kev said trade for him and get rid of swap those two, that's why he said that, because it made perfect sense. It's just that one's gonna be got more experience than the other has. And the experience gets you more leverage because he got the 4 years of college. He got this.
RJ.
No, RJ don't have 4 years. RJ came in the league in 19.
Right, he had to learn.
He had to learn
as he
got there.
Yeah, right.
We builded him his confidence to where it's at now.
Right.
The Knicks did that. While this dude had to come from 4 years of college, winning 2 championships in college, to come to the NBA and just be a role player in the NBA.
But what you say is kind of like, even though they came from different angles, I get it. But being at the NBA is more advanced than the college. Wouldn't you say it's kind of like the same?
No, it's not the same. Because he came in for 4 years, and like I said, the difference is RJ's the top 10 draft pick.
Well, RJ broke records, man.
But that's what I'm trying to say. RJ's a top 10 draft pick with automatic light, automatic shine. I got a player that did 4 years, 2 national colleges, that just barely got in the draft. That just got in the NBA, right? We've been in the NBA as a Josh Hart, all 4 of them. DiVincenzo, those 4 right there, they 4-year guys. They 4-year college guys, all 4 of them. But they NBA veterans by the time they get to the NBA. But they just not getting the rotation like RJ got, the opportunity RJ had. So when he got to Brooklyn, he got the opportunity that RJ got now. That's over there with RJ can average 26 and 8.
Speaking of Josh Hart, he said something in defense of Mikal Bridges, saying, yeah, everybody's talking about Mikal being on the Knicks for 5 trade picks, for 5 picks, except them 5 picks was a bunch of 12th graders.
It is true. It's true. But that's because he's saying it like that. That could have been a Cayenne Anthony pick. I mean, I'm being truthful. It could be a Cayenne Anthony pick.
But, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
when we talk about Josh,
the future of the NBA is in their hands, and he already following daddy footsteps. Don't be surprised y'all see him in a Knicks uniform in the next 2 years. Don't be surprised.
Who are the teams the Knicks got to watch out for, man? In the East.
The best team in the NBA.
Which is?
Cleveland. Cleveland.
You saying Cleveland's the best team in the NBA?
They're 14-0, dog. That's the best team in the NBA right now, bro. I'm 14-0. I'm the best team in the NBA right now. I done played half of the league already, and then y'all can't beat me. Cleveland got the best record in the NBA right now, 14-0.
I did not know that. I ain't even gonna lie. I did not know that.
So, Cleveland. It's that simple, Cleveland. It ain't even Boston, it's Cleveland, brother. Nah, we gonna keep it raw. We gonna keep it raw. With the garbage. This is New York City. I'll talk over the garbage can, nigga. Because we gonna do it like that. We ain't gonna stop Parks Department from taking out that bum-ass JB trash.
Oh, the JB trash. No.
The JB trash.
Oh,
we had to get that JB trash.
Hey, excuse me, homeboy. Sir, excuse me. Hello. Y'all Knicks fans? Y'all Knicks fans? Y'all like the Knicks? Basketball. Y'all like the Knicks? You like what JB's doing? They say like what he's doing.
Because that's New York basketball.
Come on, man.
They like New York basketball, right? Even in the
So you telling
even
me
in the park we go nut.
So you telling me in your
Because
eyes?
in New York, that's what we do. We go nut.
Okay. So you
Steph Marbury, how you think he made it to the league? By being a nut. Lance Stevens, how you think he made it to the NBA? By being a nut. Ron Artest, how you made it to the NBA? By being a nut. How else you gonna show your talent if you don't got the ball in your hand?
But you're saying he don't have to be a nut.
He don't have to be. That's the whole point. He got players out there that proved themselves last season, bro. You got players out there that proved themselves, that I'm capable of doing the job. Let them do their job too, bro. You ain't got to be the man all day long. We not going to judge you if you're doing 23, 9, and 5.
Oh, but maybe he feel like some people like yourself going to scream out and say,
when we needed him to do it, he did it. Difference. When I told him to go out there and do what he needed to do, it's because y'all wanted the respect. He wanted the respect, to earn the respect from the NBA, and he wanted to be that guy. He needed to do just what I told him he had to do. He did it. That's why he's at where he's at now, because he did that. But at some point, you got to know, I don't really have to do that now. I got it. I got the bag now. I can give you 25, 9, and 5. I think y'all should be good with that, right? Especially when I got a big-ass nigga like Cat here that can give me 40 points any given night. Or this guy over here that can give me, OG, that can give me 25 and 9, easy. Then I got another 25 and 9 right here. Then I got a walking triple-double if the ball turns right. Then I got a bunch of bench players that's thirsty and hungry to get minutes.
If you knew Jalen Brunson was tuning in right now, what advice would you have for him?
Play your game, but you don't always have to be the last option. You don't have to be the last option. Hold other players accountable by letting them get the opportunities that they deserve.
Let them share the blame. If we come short.
Yes, if we become short of it, it was a team effort. We lost the game. I didn't take it upon myself to shoot this shot, knowing damn well I'm going to have a double team on me. I'm going to have to try to get through 2 players to get this shot off. Because they're going to come and double me because they know I'm getting the ball.
So basically, to sum this whole interview up, you saying that Jalen Brunson been figured out. His game been figured out.
His game been figured out. Throw the big man on him. When he pump it and get to the right angle, he's going to do what he got to do in the hole. That's when the cut comes in and they double team him. Next thing you know, Brunson's on the floor with an and 1.
You give him a pass concerning the whispers of him having some kind of animosity against karlanthonytowns.
I give him a pass on that. I'm not worrying about that.
You don't think it have nothing to...
That's something that comes with the NBA that you're going to have to realize.
I'm not asking you whether it comes with it. I agree with you on that.
No, I'm saying it's something that big head nigga's going to get.
Do you think he's getting too big for the captain hat? His head is getting too big. Do you think he needs to share the captain hat?
It's too early to say.
Where are we at as far as, I want to know what's your thoughts?
Captain hat? I could say, yeah, he needs to take a little less off of him and let Cat take some heat on it. Don't let Cat just come in here thinking it's going to be a Cat show. Like it's going to be peaches all the time.
But basically, a cat and a dog can't play together.
I know that, but
no, I'm asking. It's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say is you can't let Cat come in here and think it's gonna be easy because you out here doing what you're doing. And he ain't gotta worry about taking the last minute shot. He ain't gotta worry about that last minute pressure. He don't have to worry about this. He don't have to worry about that while you putting it all on your shoulders. Instead, share that with him. Let him know how fucking it feels. Let him know that show his same love that we gave you, that Julius gave you, was like, yo, just get ahead. Do what you got to do to get what you got to get. Let him do that. Do that, brother. Because somebody did that for you. Somebody literally sat there and was like, this is the way we want to go. Yo, embrace it. We cannot sit there and say we did not let Julius Randle did not embrace the situation with him. He never said he was wrong. He never said he was mad. He never... Anything, we wouldn't have knew. If there was any problem with that, we would have never knew. All we knew was Julius Randle said, the wheel is yours, take it, let's do it. If you can get us over the hump, let's get there. So for JB to understand, he needs to take that role and be like, yo, if this is what's gonna get us over the hump, dog, let's do it. And ride out with it. Don't fight it. Just do it. Just like your game plan was the year before and the year before that. Because you got to understand how you got where you was at by getting that opportunity and proving yourself in that opportunities.
Do you think he needed to make more looks to Karl-Anthony Towns?
He has so many options that when they double team him, his first option should be pass.
So basically, all you're saying is that he needs to pass the ball when he's getting double teamed.
Pass. That's why he's getting the turnovers, Nick. That's why he's turning over the ball, because he's still trying to continue and finish when you double team. And you know you're not big enough to the guys that's double teaming you. So you might as well find ways to get the ball out. So then when they do see you come in, they double team, you pulling out, you popping out. Now, eventually I'm like, oh, he's just going to pop out. It's going to make it easier for you to get to the hole. Make it easier for yourself, bro. Stop trying to kill yourself because you're going to injure yourself, and then we ain't going to have you for a whole season. Or by the end of the season, you beat up. We already seen you take a couple spills already, and there's only fucking 12 games in the season. Half of the NBA stars is out because of these niggas, the way they bowling. So you got to be smart, bro. Like, and I'm just saying that he could pass more. When he get more assists, the game look better. We get better wins when that ball goes around more. When everybody's getting to see the ball and points is coming from all over the place, you fucking up a whole defense because now they don't know which way to play. Who they gonna double team? We double team him, he's wide open. Or we double team him, he's wide open. Cat down there, he's bringing the double team to him. Once he touched the ball, you see two on him. But they're not big enough to stop him, so he could deal with two players. You know, taller than 6'2", 6. Where you going with somebody 6'8"? You know Kyrie Irving. You good. You're a hell of a ball player. But don't let all that get to your head. And it's getting to his head, bro.
Being captain is getting to his head.
I won't even just say being captain because, like I said, that do come with responsibilities, and I don't think he knew what he was doing. And I don't think the Knicks organization knew what they were doing by putting a captain hat on somebody's head. The NBA is not about the point guard no more.
It's about the center.
It's about the center, bro.
So basically,
the big man game is back, bro. It's been that way, bro, for the last couple seasons. Who's been dominating? And the big men. Who's dominating in the NBA?
So you saying Karl-Anthony Towns should be wearing that captain hat?
And the small guard don't be and the small guards don't really do much.
Are you saying Karl-Anthony Towns should be wearing a captain hat?
Not yet. He just got here. He's a trade pick, so I can't give him that. The captain hat can stay with a captain hat. I'm not going. He deserved that. He earned himself that. He earned himself that for another 5 years. He can keep that, but we better get out of the second round of the playoffs because they doing it all your way, and you're gonna see the hate after next season. You think I'm getting on them hard? You're gonna wait till Nicovelli turn on you. Because after a while, Knicks fans they don't care. If they don't see progress in the first 2-3 years, brother, you chop suey to us. You just a waste of our money and a waste of our time. So I hope you know what you're doing. Because after this season, boy, I swear to God, you're going to get roasted. I can tell you that right now, you're going to get roasted. You're going to be roasted, chopped liver, boy. They're going to chop your ass up, everybody. Nicovelli, everybody's going to get you. Right now, they praising you. I ain't praising you yet because I already know how it is to be in New York. It's not a good fucking place.
And that's what it is with the one and only G5 on Real Talk with Nick.
And yo, Kev Will, don't let them haters hate. Let them niggas hate. Don't respond back. Leave that shit dead. You know who really loves you out here. And you know you got fans that F with you like that. Same thing with you, Predicate. And ain't nothing y'all gonna say on this YouTube page that should affect anybody out there. We here for content. We content creators. Y'all should have a little more respect and keep personal business off the internet. Because we ain't out here putting your personal business. Because I could get my man to get on some personal, and we could go personal and make a page just do personal. Because this is sports.
All right, and that's what it is. We out. Peace.